Bro said, I need some help getting this one girl. So the thing is, we talk a lot on Snap, but when it comes to real life, we barely talk. And I don't know what to do whenever I try to talk to her. I get too nervous and get scared. Do you have any tips? All right, so let's break this down. I need some help getting this one girl. So the thing is, we talk a lot on Snap. All right, so you're a social media warrior. You too scared to talk to her in person, but you love to have conversations over Snap. You know, when it comes to talking to real life, we barely talking. I don't know what to do whenever I try to talk to her. I get nervous and get scared. So I wish this was like a live question that I had, because then I would then ask you like, do you actually go talk to her, and then you don't know what to say, or are you too scared to talk to her in the first place because you don't know what to say? But my answer to both of those questions is you are actually too focused on the future. You're too focused on the outcome. I made a TikTok video today about this. I wanted to make a YouTube video about it, but I think that's just what the theme of today is, more so focus on being in the present more so than the future, because when we focus on the future, what happens is we gain anxiety, and that anxiety actually has enough power to hold us from doing the things that we want to do. Jojo, what's up, my boy? Appreciate you tuning in. So a lot of the times, I dropped a video on this literally last July. We were watching a doctor talk, and he said he talked about the causes of depression and anxiety. So when you think too far ahead in the future, aka when you think about the outcome before it even happens, by the way, you're causing yourself anxiety, right? And the thing is, we don't live in reality. We live in our perception of reality. So your perception of reality is she may have a boyfriend, or your perception of reality is she is going to reject me. You are assuming before you even really know what can happen. So that anxiety, that thought of the potential outcome that is not reality or not true, or you don't know if it is or not, is actually stopping you from actually taking action on talking to her. Now, and then he said depression is staying stuck in the past, or you keep thinking about the old times, or thinking about or comparing what now is to the old times. And the thing is about our memory is we will always remember the good times. Those times are typically always better in our imagination, in our mind, than they are currently in real life. So there's going to be a moment within this next year that's going to stand out to you, right? Next year, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you're going to be thinking like, oh, 2025, that was a good year, or that was a bad year. But you're going to have moments where you're like, I miss this. Like, for example, I had a job at the movie theater and I was working with my friends. Bruh, when, all the memories I have from it are really, really good. Like, I miss it. Like, I miss working there because of the people I met there, and how sweet my job was. But at the end of my working career, or my work stint there, this shit got hell. I was working a lot of hours. I didn't have no friend. Like, all my friends went back to college. It was super busy. It was overwhelming. I was underpaid. I don't remember or really recall none of that because I don't really associate that job with that. I know that it happened. However, I still associate that job with all the good memories. So we're comparing our current life to our past life, and it is depression. It causes our depression, where we're sad, where we were happier back then. When the reality is, you're just as happy. You're not taking advantage of the present. Now, I kind of got off track, but that was just covering anxiety and depression. So if you deal with anxiety, or if you deal with depression, those are not the only sole reasons, but those are they play a big part. Now, as far as talking to a girl in person, so you're scared because you actually have never actually took action and challenged your fear of talking to a girl. You're nervous because you don't want to mess up. You're nervous because you're too focused on the outcome. What if she thinks I'm weird? You're focusing too much on how she cares. And that just kind of made me think that I want to break down. I think there's a book called The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I definitely want to break that down in the Patreon, just like we break down other books. But you care a little too much about her opinion. You care too much about the outcome instead of focusing on what you actually need to do in order to get what you want. The analogy I always use is, if I want to score 20 points in a basketball game, there's no way I can score 20 points in a basketball game if I'm too scared to shoot the ball. If I'm too scared to miss, I'm too scared my coach will get mad at me and pull me out. My teammates will get mad at me and not pass me the ball. Then I'm going to be super passive. I'm going to pass the ball. I'm not going to take open shots. I'm not going to take good shots. Why? Because I care too much about what they think. I care too much about the outcome that has not even happened yet. And I'm stopping myself from actually getting to where I want to go. And the only way that I can actually get to that 20 points is if I shoot the ball. And the only other way that is possible is if I shoot free throws from technical fouls. And me shooting 20 technical fouls is super, super rare, especially if I haven't taken any shots in the game. So a girl getting comfortable with you without you actually going to talk to her in person and making her comfortable with you, it's going to be very, very rare to take it to that next level, whether that's a relationship, if you want to get a kiss out of her. I don't know how old you are. You sound a little young. But whatever you desire from this, her to like you, it's going to be very hard without actually taking advantage of the fact that you are nervous. Like, she is probably more nervous than you. If y'all have all this conversation over the phone and she's too scared to talk to you, or sorry, if you have all this conversation over the phone and she hasn't talked to you, she's probably scared, just as scared. But what is the man going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? The only way to overcome this is to break out of the habit of straying away from it. Break out of the habit of allowing your fear to dictate you. What did we write down? I read this in a book today. Hold on. Let me. I highlighted it. What is it called? They said, seizing the moment. Hold on. Let me cover this, bro. Okay. It's talking about, Daniel, what's good, my brother? I'm glad you're here. We finna have a great talk, and I love your input, bro. I've been great. How you been? The book was talking about seizing the moment. It's talking about you making the moment and not allowing the moment make you. What does that mean? That means you have to take advantage of the opportunity. And it's gonna be very hard to take advantage of the opportunity when you are focused on the outcome. And on anything. We just started. So I know, bruh, I'm on one today. I feel like I'm about to drop a 40 ball tonight. And you be on the same page as me. You have great insight. So I know you're gonna drop a 40 ball with me. We combine it for 80 points tonight. So taking advantage of the opportunity. I don't want to drag this on anymore. I just wanted to answer that. The reason that you were nervous to talk to her is because you haven't actually experienced yourself fight that nervousness and actually achieve what you want through your fear. Because once you see that you're capable of achieving yourself with whatever this fear is. By the way, if y'all talk all the time on Snap, I'm almost guaranteed that she's willing to talk to you in person. It's very different for a lot of these guys who want to talk to a girl and they don't even have no type of conversation going on. They don't know if she's interested in talking or not. Bro, she's snapping you. You say y'all talk a lot on Snap. Go talk to that girl. Go talk to her, bro. Just go talk to her. That's all I have to say. Face that fear. Just say, forget it. At the end of the day, bro, you have nothing to lose. If you have a problem with staying present and if you have a problem with staying present and you're always thinking about the outcome, what do I say to get this? How can I get this girl? What do I need to say to get this girl home? If you're trying to be perfect, if you catch yourself in the moment, which you should because we are talking about it and addressing it now. If you catch yourself thinking too much, overthinking, all you need to do, because I know you're going to blank and forget all the information you've ever learned from me, Ty, Y&D, whoever you listen to, you're going to forget all that information in a moment because your heart going to go boom, 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 boom. You need to tell yourself, I have nothing to lose. Tell yourself you have nothing to lose. And then as your heart is going boom, boom, boom. Hey, I feel like I'm Dirk. I'm all time man. We got a line in the drink. Free Doc, Sebastian, nigga. Birdie was tuned. I go 6 shots in the drink, and I'm screaming out. Hey, Daniel, thanks for the sub, my boy. I appreciate that, brother. Shit, we can do it. I just got home. I'm just cooking some pasta and chicken. Good eats, my brother. Good eats. But yeah, I spent a lot of time on this, bro. Just say I have nothing to lose, and approach while your heart is beating fast, bro. That's literally all you have to do. That's the only way you're gonna be able to get past this shit, because you have to prove it to yourself.